Today, let us start a chapter, the cell, chapter number 7, on page 91 and 92. The meaning of the word cell is little room. To construct a house or a building, we need brick. Bricks are arranged systematically to form a big building. So, for building, the basic unit is brick. The same manner for living organism, the basic unit is cell. Cells are arranged, group of cells, tissues are arranged to form an organism. So finally, what do you understand? The basic unit of living organism is cell. Cell is the building block or basic structural unit of life. Now tell me, who discovered the cell first? Robert Hooke discovered the cell in the year of 1665. He has taken a slice of bark of the tree, or we can say cork of the tree, and he kept it under the microscope, and he has observed that it was exactly looking like a honeycomb. Robert Hooke named this little room as cell. Next comes Leeuwenhoek. In the year of 1674, he discovered a living cell under improved microscope. Some living organisms are made of single cell, whereas other organisms are made up of multi-cells. Single-celled organisms are called unicellular organisms. Many-celled organisms are called multicellular organisms. Human beings, plants, animals, mushroom, cat, dog. These organisms are called as multicellular organisms because our human body is made up of many billion, trillion of cells. So we are called multicellular organism. Whereas amoeba, paramecium and bacteria are made up of only one single cell. So these organisms are the examples of unicellular organisms. Our body is made up of different sized, different shaped cells. For example, our brain cell is branched like structure. Red blood cell is round like structure. Like that, depending upon the function, the shape of the cell and the size of the cells varies. Many cells combine to form tissues, and many tissues combine to form organ. Different organs combine to form organ system, and this organ system together make an organism. Examples of different tissues are muscular tissue, nervous tissue, circulatory tissue, etc. These tissues combine to form organs, and different organs like brain, spinal cord and nervous tissues together form nervous system. Likewise, different systems combine to form a complete organism. So, an organism is made up of different organ systems like respiratory system, circulatory system, excretory system, reproductive system, nervous system, etc. Different cells are in different size. For example, nerve tissue or nerve cell is of branched like structure, whereas muscle cell or muscular tissues or tissue cells are spindle in shaped, and cardiac muscles are branched and cylindrical in shape. Likewise, we are having different types of cells. The shape of the cell varies depending upon its specific function. In unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium and bacteria, they are having irregular shape which keep on changing with the activity of animals. We know the protruding part of the surface of animal cell. This cell is not rigid, it keeps on changing depending upon the surrounding. If they find the food from the surrounding, it stretches its body part called pseudopodia. So it is not rigid. The shape of the amoeba cell is not rigid, they are having irregular shape. The size of the cell is around 0.1 millimeter to 0.01 millimeter ranges. Most of the cells are microscopic, too small. We can see with under only microscope. Whereas egg is a larger cell which we can see with our naked eye. But don't think that elephant cell size is bigger than rat cell size. The size of the cell of an organism is not dependent upon the size of an organism. These are the different sized, different shaped cells which are present in our body. The largest animal cell is nerve cell, which ranges from 90 centimeter to 100 centimeter in length. Activity 1 is to observe the single cell without any magnifying device. I told you hen egg is a big cell which we can see with our naked eye. There is no requirement of any microscope. So here materials required are a hen's egg and a bowl. Take a hen's egg and break it in a bowl. We can observe the central yellow part called yolk, which is surrounded by whitish compound called albumin. Yellow yolk represents nucleus of the cell. We can observe the size of our body cell by using electronic microscope, that is electron microscope. Activity 2 is to study cell structure in plants using onion peel. Here the materials required are microscope, onion, iodine, glass slide, cover slip and forceps. Now take an onion and extract a peel from its skin. Put this peel on the clean glass slide and put a drop of water on a glass slide. Put a drop of iodine on the peel, cover it with a cover slip. Observe it under the microscope. Now what you have done, take out the onion and peel out the inner layer of the onion, that is small slice of the onion, thin layer of the onion. Then mount this thin layer of peel on a glass slide. Then you put a drop of water on a glass slide, then put a drop of iodine on the peel, cover it with a cover slip. Now you are going to keep the slide under the microscope. What do you observe? You can see clean, clear, demarked cell wall in each cell. We can see the cell wall of the cell, that is cell membrane, and nucleus present at the center of the cell. And also we can notice large empty space present within the cell, which is called vacuole.